Hey YouTube, Velociraptor4You here again, and welcome to Jurassic Collectibles channel. Now with me being a big Jurassic Park fan myself, I've followed Jurassic Collectibles channel on YouTube for quite some time now, and I was recently thinking to myself, why don't I do what he does for a change? So, here I am with my first ever toy review video. So for today I have these babies. This is the Target exclusive Jurassic World Raptor Squad 4-pack from Hasbro. Now, as all of you who have seen the film Jurassic World know, the Raptor Squad here are the 4 Velociraptor nublariensis who help the human protagonists defeat the villainous hybrid dinosaur, the Indominus Rex. So before I take a closer look at the individual raptors themselves, let's first take a closer look at the packaging. So starting off in the upper right corner of the package, we have this excellent artwork of Rexy, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, roaring proudly right here. Very nice, very nice. Moving down to the bottom right corner, some more artwork here of 2 random velociraptors who, if you look closely at their heads, bear a striking resemblance to the raptors that we see in Jurassic Park 3. And that's interesting. And they're joined by the Only at Exclusive Target label and the Hasbro logo. Moving on to the raptors themselves, here we have Velociraptor Delta right here. And she is joined by, only exclusive to this pack, Blue, the Velociraptor, the beta of the pack in the film, and the one Velociraptor out of the whole Raptor squad who has quickly become a favorite of many Jurassic Park and Jurassic World fans, myself included. Down here it says 3 alkaline batteries included, and for ages 4+, that's me! So moving up, in the upper left corner we have the Jurassic World logo. Right here we have Velociraptor Charlie, looking very nice right there. Right here, this is interesting. This only comes with this pack, and this is the gimmick. So this device, you shine the LED light on it and it reveals skin patterns on the figures. That's interesting. And finally, we have Velociraptor Echo right here, screeching at Charlie. Obviously, these two are having a bit of a disagreement, and Echo is pretty ticked off at Charlie here. Okay, taking a look at the back of the packaging now, as you can see, we have this excellent picture of all 4 raptors in action. And if I zoom in right here, we have this text that reads, "Clever as ever, Jurassic World's Velociraptors, Blue, Charlie, Delta, and Echo are masterful hunters. The question is, can the fences hold them? And if not, how fast can you run?" Ooh. And we have the same text in multiple languages. Moving down, picture of the LED light that's included. Zoom out, got Blue right here. The LED light is shining on her back to show her skin patterns. If I zoom down here, as you can see, we have the authentic Jurassic World merchandise logo, the Hasbro logo, the Universal logo, and Hasbro.com/Jurassic World. If I zoom out, as you can see, we have more text about the LED light, how it reveals the skin patterns. Got Charlie right here. Got Echo right here. Got the Jurassic World logo in the upper left corner. Finally, back to Velociraptor Delta. And back to that beautiful picture of all 4 of them. Alright, now that we've had a better look at the packaging, it's time to break these clever girls out. Alright, so here is the Raptor Squad along with the LED light out of the packaging. Now before I get to each individual figure itself, yes, I think it's pretty obvious what the major flaw of all of these figures is, and if I zoom in at the feet of Echo and Delta in particular right here, look closely. What do you see? What is the one major recognizable anatomical feature that both the Jurassic Park and World raptors as well as real-life raptors had that is completely missing? Yes, it's the trademark sickle-shaped toe claw. Look at the feet. You see it there? No. If I go to the feet of Charlie and Blue here, you see the sickle claw? No. Hasbro. Why? Why completely neglect to put on such a recognizable part of raptor anatomy? Why? It just doesn't make any sense. There's really no reason to leave off the sickle claw on these particular figures. Now, I am aware that on other Hasbro-produced Jurassic World Raptor figures that some of them do have the sickle claw, and I'm talking about the growler figures, those who emit the sounds. But regarding these, it's puzzling why Hasbro didn't even bother to put on the sickle claw. This just does not make any sense whatsoever. But are there other things to love about these figures? Well, that's what I'm about to find out. Okay, first up we have Charlie, and I do have to admit that out of this pack right here, Charlie is my favorite of the four raptors. If I bring her head into view here, you can see that I really do love the head sculpt on Charlie here. It's a very Jurassic Park Raptor-esque head. They really did get the design of the head here spot on. I do have to applaud Hasbro for that, and as you can see, she has a nice looking yellow eye with the slit pupil like a cat. Some nice scaling on the head right there. Nice open mouth with nicely sculpted tongue and teeth, and even a little nostril nose right here. Moving down, have some nice creases and folds in the neck going on, nice wrinkles. Right here, this is where they obviously attached the head to the rest of the figure. I probably would have preferred if maybe they had blended this in, like really blended this in as to not make it so obvious. Right here, continuing on, we have these nice long slender hands, and the arms do move up and down. And as you can tell, they got nice claws here, these nicely sculpted claws, nicely sculpted wrinkles in the fingers. I like the way the arms are in this nice classic Jurassic Park pronated handed pose. Of course, recent scientific discoveries have shown that real-life raptors folded their hands against their bodies the way birds do, when they fold their wings against their bodies, but I like this posing of the arms right here. And here is that infamous sickle clawless feet right here. Both sickle clawless feet. Now the legs do have some limited movement to them. As you can see here, this one can move up and down, back and forth rather. Back and forth, back and forth. This one not so much. Not that bad, but even though these figures on the feet lack the trademark sickle claw, the claws on the feet are nicely sculpted. The feet are nicely sculpted as well, so nice sculpting right there. I like the way the posing of the legs here, like this real predatory-esque pose. Moving up, like this leg here, moving up this leg, got nice defined musculature here. Got the Jurassic World logo right here. Also, here's the torso of the figure, and I guess this is another reason why I like Charlie the best. And I liked her best in the film, even though she was killed off early. But as you can see right here, I like her because of this nice color pattern they gave here, which is pretty accurate to what her color was in the film. This green with the black vertical striping like that of a tiger. So anyway, moving on to the tail here. As you can see, there is a little bit of flexibility in this tail. All around the figure is made of a hard plastic. But anyway, look at the tail. I actually like the way they sculpted how the tail kind of curves to the left to create this nice flick in the tail. So if I turn Charlie around, as you can see, here's a better view of the tail. And here's this other leg. Again, no sickle claw. Shame on you, Hasbro. Shame on you. Anyway, I won't ramble on and on about that. But anyways, just like the other foot, the nicely sculpted claws. Nice defined musculature. Also here, on the other foot, as you can see here, this dew claw, nicely sculpted yet unpainted dew claw and toe right there. Anyway, moving up this leg, again, got that nicely defined musculature going on. And I like all the scaling and the wrinkling going on here. I like the scaling going on right here. Again, we have the slender fingered hand and pronated arm. Back up to the nicely sculpted neck. And back to that really, really nice looking, real Jurassic Park Raptor-esque looking head. Next up, we have Delta here, who, as you can see, is a brown and striped color as opposed to the teal color that she was in the movie. So if I, oh, here you go. Come here, Delta. Come here, come here, come here. Alright. So, again, if you take a look at her head here, once again, Hasbro has given us a really nicely sculpted, really accurate Jurassic Park, Jurassic World Velociraptor head right here. As you can see right here with the eye, some paint bled right here. Either that or someone's loose brush kind of covered that eye a little bit, but overall, you know, the other eye is good, which I'll show you in a little bit. Anyway, the head here, we got nicely sculpted teeth, nicely sculpted tongue. I love the tongue on Delta right here. And also, as you can see, the roof of the mouth has been sculpted as well. And also, the roof of the mouth of the Charlie figure has also been sculpted as well. Painted a nice pink color. Even the flesh between the jaws has been sculpted. Nice nostril right here. Nice scaling. Once again, as we now travel down Delta's neck, nice wrinkles and folds. Again, there's that line that they didn't blend in, the line where they obviously attached the head to the rest of the figure. Moving down Delta's torso here, even though it's not movie accurate regarding her color, it's still a pretty nice color, this green striped brown color, I feel. Here we got the nice long arms, hands, and fingers with those nicely sculpted claws. There, as you can tell right here, some of the brown paint from the fingers got onto the claws, and also they're rounded so as when kids play with these they don't accidentally hurt themselves. But anyways, the nice defined lines and wrinkles in the arms, and the arms on Delta do move. They are articulated. So now moving down to the leg right here, Delta's leg. Really nice wrinkles and creases and folds and musculature in the legs, like right in the calves right here. The ankles, again, those infamous sickle clawless feet right there. But still the claws on the feet are pretty nicely sculpted. So see here we got a nicely sculpted dew claw right in the back. So now as we get down to Delta's tail, again got that nice paint job going on, got the nice wrinkles and scaling going on. And like in the Charlie figure, the tail is curved, except this time it's to the right, creating a nice little flick in the tail. So I'm just gonna turn you around now, Delta. Excuse me. As you see, here's another view of that nice tail. Travel down. Have the Jurassic World logo right there on the other leg. The other leg is, again, nicely sculpted with the wrinkles and the creases and the musculature, even right down to those feet. Oh, how I wish Hasbro took the time to sculpt those trademark sickle claws. Anyways, moving up to the torso, like right here, got the nice wrinkles and creases in torso. Back to those arms. And finally back to that really nice head sculpt. Next we have Echo here, and first up, I really like the pose that Hasbro put her in right here, this attack pose right here, with the contrast in the poses of the feet and the really wide open jaws, which I'm gonna show you right here. Once again, Hasbro delivers in the head area of the sculpt. Though, as opposed to the other figures, like Delta and Charlie, the snout is a bit longer. Not that bad, though. It's still recognizable as a Jurassic Park, Jurassic World Velociraptor. As you can see right here, nicely sculpted eye, nice scaling going on. And now, the jaws, they even took the time to sculpt not only the teeth, but the tongue and even the roof of the mouth, like with the other figures right here. Really, really like that. Like, anyways, if I turn around, another nice look at the open-jawed head right here. Now traveling down the neck, once again, those nice wrinkles and creases. Again, have that line where they didn't blend it in, where they obviously attached the head to the rest of the figure. Now, with these figures, one thing I do have to commend Hasbro on is that on these, there are no visible screw holes. From watching Jurassic Collectibles' other reviews of the Jurassic World figures, of other Jurassic World figures, a lot of them, as you may know, have visible screw holes on them, which is pretty unsightly. But on these Raptor figures alone, even though they didn't sculpt the trademark sickle claws, I commend them for not putting in any visible screw holes. So that's a plus. That is a plus. But anyways, taking a closer look down Delta's nicely sculpted torso. No, this is not Delta, this is Echo. My mistake. Echo. Anyways, Echo again has nice hands and arms and claw fingers. These do articulate, as you can see. And I believe the feet, whoop, yes, the legs do articulate as well. I managed to get this leg articulating right here. This one's a little stubborn. That one's fixed, I believe. And on the Delta figure, both legs are articulated, by the way. On these, not so much here on Echo. But again, the famous or infamous, depending on how you look at it, sickle clawless feet, yet with those nicely sculpted toe claws anyway, and the nice wrinkles and creases and folds in the legs and the feet, even down to the dew claws, though I do wish that Hasbro took the time to paint the dew claw. The paint job on Echo right here isn't bad. I mean, it's not 100% movie accurate. It's more of a lighter brown with the green stripes, or not even a lighter brown, more like a tawny color, but kind of works, I guess, for this particular figure. Now we're traveling down Echo's tail right here. And once again, they gave her this nice flick in the tail. The tail at the end is curving to the left again. just like with the Charlie figure. So now, if we take a closer look at Echo from this side, again, nicely defined creases and folds in the whole tail, that nice little flick at the end. There's the Jurassic World logo painted on her other leg right here. Again, you got that nicely sculpted creasing, folds, and scaling going on in the leg. Oh, a little bit of a paint mishap right there, but not that bad. Once again, back to those arms with the hands and the slender fingers and the claws, the nicely sculpted scaled torso right here, and back to that head sculpt. And last but certainly not least, we have Blue, who, as you can see in this pack, is the Echo figure just repainted more or less to match Blue as we see her in the film Jurassic World. So, in this case, while I went over all the minute details of the other figures, because Blue here is a repaint of the Echo figure, I'm not going to go over all the minute details on her. Instead, as you can see here, I have the LED light, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the gimmick that she possesses. So if I, excuse me one minute, I'm going to turn the lights off. And now, if I bring in Blue here for her close-up along with the LED light, focus on her back. Now watch what happens when I shine the light on her back. If you can see it right there, she's got this different, more brightly colored skin patterning going on when I shine the light on her back. And only she has this feature, only has this gimmick. The other Raptor figures do not. And I believe this is an allusion to the color-changing ability of the Indominus Rex in the film. Of course, the Raptors in the film don't have this color morphing ability. So, yeah, this is my theory as to why this Blue figure in this pack has this feature, an allusion to the color-changing abilities of the Indominus Rex in the film. Pretty interesting, though, I feel. Certainly makes Blue here stand out from her packmates. So, how big are these clever girls? So, I got my handy-dandy tape measure here, and first I'm going to bring in Blue. So, let's just see here. Come over here, close up, Blue. So, from snout to tail, you're looking at like a little over 8.5 inches. And if I put it right there, she's about 5 inches tall. So now, time to bring in Delta. Whoop! Whoop! Yes, I should have mentioned earlier that Echo and Charlie do have standing issues. Anyways, if I can just extend the tape measure again, because now I'm going to measure Delta right here. Hold still for me, Delta. So, right here, if I just move the camera this way, much better. So now, let's see, from her snout to her tip of her tail, we gotta take into account the fact that there's that flick in her tail. She's about like around 10.5 inches long, and about like 6 inches tall. Right here. Join you with Blue right here. Come down, Miss Fall Over Charlie. What's it gonna call you? Fall Over Charlie. Anyways, if I measure Charlie now. So, again, like, the tape measures the tip of her tail right there. So, I'd say Charlie is around just about 10 inches long and like 5.5 or 5 inches tall. We join you with blue right there. Last but not least, Echo, who is about the same length as the blue figure, like about 8.5 inches long, and like 5.5, a little over 5.5 to 6 inches tall. Alright, it's size comparison time. Now, unfortunately, I don't have Jurassic Collectibles' good friend Off-Color Alan with me, but I do have this. This is the Lost World Series 1 Cyclops Raptor from Kenner, and as you can see, next to the Raptor Squad figures, he is dwarfed by them, almost as if he could be almost a juvenile raptor, and the Raptor Squad are the adults. But as you can tell, he is pretty accurate to the raptors that we see in both Jurassic Park, The Lost World, and Jurassic World. He's even more so because you can see, if you look at his feet, he does have the trademark sickle claws. He's got a nice action feature to him, which I can show you. It's similar to the action feature of the Thrasher T-Rex from the same line. You move his tail from side to side and he thrashes his head from side to side. He's called Cyclops because, as you can see, one eye, he's blind in one eye, and if I turn him around, he is got one good eye right there. If I zoom in right here, you can tell he's got extensive scarring going on his leg and his tail and his back. This raptor's an old soldier. He has been through a lot. Next up, let's bring in this bad boy. This is the Lost World Series 1 exclusive Utah Raptor from Kenner, a repaint of the Series 2 Utah Raptor from the 1994 Jurassic Park line, also from Kenner. As you can tell, next to the Raptor Squad, this bad boy is a monster. He dwarfs them. And of course, if the Raptor Squad was not intimidated by him, they could easily take him down if they all worked together. But I'm sure he would make quick work out of them if he caught them off guard. And finally, in keeping with the Raptor theme of this episode, let's bring in this other bad boy. This is the Jurassic Park 3 posable Velociraptor. As you can tell, just like the Utah Raptor, he too dwarfs the Raptor Squad here. Although, if he didn't catch them off guard, they would make quick work out of him. If he caught them off guard, he would make quick work out of them, and vice versa. But anyways, there's really not much else to say about this Raptor figure I'm holding right here, other than the fact that he is made of a soft rubbery material, and some of his joints are bendable, meaning you have some limited posability to him. All around, he looks pretty cool. Yeah. So, this was my review of the Target exclusive Jurassic World Raptor Squad 4-pack from Hasbro. Now, while the main flaw of these figures is the fact that they all lack the trademark sickle toe claws of both their film and real-life counterparts, not to mention the fact that they're all supposed to be in these more or less fixed poses and they have limited articulation and playability to them. What articulation and playability they do have, I believe, will appeal to kids, and also the fact that they're in these cool poses, and especially in their head areas, their heads are pretty accurate to the heads of the raptors that we see from Jurassic World. That alone, I believe, will appeal to Jurassic Park and Jurassic World fans, and might even convince them to give these figures a go. And also, finally, the fact that the blue figure here has that cool semi-color morphing ability when you shine the LED light on her back. So, will you be picking these figures up while they're still around, or do their flaws turn you off to where you won't be picking them up? Either way, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and in the meantime, rate and subscribe to Jurassic Collectibles channel as well as my channel, and we will see you in our next respective videos.